Peacemaker is here and already dropped a bunch of Easter eggs and references to the DCEU and the comics. So let's talk about episode 1 and those spoilers. So this is going to be your spoiler warning for the episode. Well, Peacemaker is going to meet with the Justice Gang. They go to a toy store called Crank Toys. Now, this is a reference to the Batman animated series where the toy maker is named Cosmo Crank and he's the owner of Crank Co. He made very dangerous toys that were not suitable for children. Bruce Wayne stopped him and then he vowed revenge to take down Bruce Wayne until the Batman had to get involved. We also see a butterfly spray painted on the wall of the toy store, which is a reference to last season and them going after the aliens that look like butterflies. And a bunny girl runs out crying in front of Peacemaker, and that is Jaina Hudson. The White Rabbit first appeared in the Batman The Dark Knights #1 from 2011, part of the New 52. While they were talking to Peacemaker, they do have a Big Belly Burger cup on the table, which is just a reference to a major fast food franchise from the comics. When Economos is watching over Peacemaker, he does get a call from Argus, and on the other side of the line is Sasha Bordeaux. She is a character from the comics who was the bodyguard of Bruce Wayne and later became an agent and the Black Queen of Checkmate. She first appeared in Detective Comics number 751 from 2000. Argus is watching over Peacemaker because they saw a dimensional rift happen at his location, which they specifically reference what happened during Superman and how Lex Luthor ripped a hole throughout Metropolis. Though they're trying to prevent the same thing from happening. Rick Flag Sr. returns after being in Creature Commandos and Superman, and later in the episode, Economos references how Rick Flag Sr. is trying to go after Peacemaker because of the death of his son from the Suicide Squad. We also find out that villains from Belle Reve and Arkham Asylum have been escaping, just setting up the revolving doors that the prisons are in the DC Comics. How our superheroes will probably face villains more than once, so it's not their first occasion when we see them in the movies or the shows. When Peacemaker goes to the alternate reality, we see two newspapers about how the trio defeated the Rainbow Creature, which is actually a character from the comic, which first appeared in Batman number 134 from 1960. Then we also had a newspaper where they defeated the Ultra Humanites, a character that was actually Superman's first reoccurring nemesis until Lex Luthor during the 1940s. Eventually, it would make its way into a gorilla, which if you've seen Stargirl, you've seen the Ultra Humanites. And he first appeared in Action Comics number 13 from 1939. In this other universe, Keith references how Peacemaker is supposed to be in Bloodhaven, which is a reference to where Nightwing operates out of. And they also reference interdimensional imps, which is a reference to characters like Batmite because they directly referenced him last season, and the imp that they first in Superman because they first an imp in Superman. So some cool Easter eggs and references in this episode. Can't wait to see how much more we get in later episodes. Let me know what other Easter eggs and references did you notice during this episode.